What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react to my president, Donald Trump, threatening to take over Greenland. Wow. Well, to be honest, it's a pretty sad day when we're even having to discuss something like this in a serious way. But in the past few days, it's become increasingly clear that Trump absolutely wants Greenland. It's not a joke. It's not some exaggeration like a lot of us Americans originally thought. And personally, I think that it's outrageous. It's unbelievable, to be honest. Trump has now implied using military force to take Greenland. So, today, I want to take a look at a couple videos here, sort of explaining the whole situation, a couple video clips of Donald Trump talking about Greenland, some of the things he said recently, and talk a little bit about what things could look like moving into the future from here. So, geez, this is crazy. Let's take a look at this video where Donald Trump is at a press conference from a few days ago talking about Greenland.
I'm not talking about money for Greenland yet. I might talk about that. But right now, we are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland.
What? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's on video. I said that. What? We're going to do something about Greenland, whether they want us to or not? That's incredible. Like, it's almost an out-of-body experience. Like, I'm an American, Like, I'm here in the United States. This is my president saying this. But I feel like I'm looking from the outside at America, like, what are we doing? What are you doing? Is this for real? Like, and I think a lot of Americans are still in a bit of denial about this. Like, as if this is so insane that it could never happen. Like, it's still not real. But if by now you don't... Donald Trump has done enough insane things by now. Everyone should know this is not a joke. Like, it could happen. And he sounds very serious. And it's funny because here in the U.S., I think most Americans are kind of like me on this. Like, most Americans don't support this. We don't want Greenland. We're not... Like, even Americans who are big Donald Trump supporters don't talk about this. They don't... There's a lot of other things they like that Trump is doing, I guess, but even Donald Trump supporters don't talk about this. Like, nobody is excited about taking Greenland. No, like, I think I can speak for at least most typical, average Americans out there. Like, we don't want this. Like, Trump is obsessed with this, and most of us are like, is this for real? Because this is getting insane. So Donald Trump, if you don't know, there's basically two reasons why Trump is doing this. The reason that he says out loud is that it's for the United States national security. We have to own Greenland so that we can fortify it with military and bolster our defenses. And if we don't take Greenland, Russia will or China will, and they will use it against us. And we will be very vulnerable if we can't own Greenland and make a big military presence there, and it's very, except that the United States already has lots of military in Greenland. We literally have an agreement already in place with Greenland. We have a deal where we can have our military there. We have bases in Greenland. We already defend it. And because it's strategic for them and for us, for our own safety, we're already doing all of that. So Greenland allows us to do that, and in a constructive way. So that just seems to be like just a bunch of BS, just completely like just nonsense. I think the real reason is Greenland has a lot of resources and minerals, and Greenland has a lot of land. It has a lot of stuff. And if the United States owns Greenland, we own all the stuff in Greenland. That's how it works. And something tells me this is not out of the kindness of Trump's heart to protect all of us. It's more for owning more land and more stuff. And I don't know. No matter what the reason, it's all like, if Greenland doesn't want this, it's outrageous. No matter what our reasoning is to force Greenland to join the U.S., it's crazy.
We're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. I would like to make a deal, the easy way. But if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way. We're not going to have.
I mean, that is incredible. That is so disturbing. For me as an American, I'm sure. Didn't Donald Trump want the Nobel Peace Prize? The Peace Prize? He wanted the Peace Prize, and now he's saying this? It says nothing, none of it makes any sense.
Russia or China occupy Greenland, and that's what they're going to do if we don't. So we're going to be doing something with Greenland, either the nice way or the more difficult way.
I mean, I'm almost speechless. It's terrifying. And that's from my point of view. As an American, we are the one making the threats. I can only imagine what the rest of the world thinks, or what Greenland thinks. Or actually, we have some videos here with people from Greenland talking about this that I want to take a look at. This is another one of Trump.
And I also have a message tonight for the incredible people of Greenland. We strongly support your right to determine your own future.
Okay.
And if you choose, we welcome you into the United States of America. We need Greenland for national security and even international security, and we're working with everybody involved to try and get it. But we need it really for international world security.
Need it for international world security. We need to attack other countries for the security of the world. Duh. It's nonsense. It's like coming up. It's like with that logic, he feels like he has the ultimate say to take anything, as long as it's for the greater good, as long as it's for the protection of the world. We can just take anything, right? But the U.S. can just take over any country as long as it's for international security, right? Is that the logic?
And I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it.
Are people laughing? Like, this is the U.S. government. Are there people laughing at the idea of us taking it one way or another? It's so creepy. Like, this feels I don't know. Obviously, Donald Trump has said and done a lot of outrageous things, but there's just something. This is almost like next level for me. We're talking about war, right? Killing people. I don't even recognize what we are when we're talking about this.
We'll keep you safe. We will make you rich, and together we will take Greenland to heights like you have never thought possible before.
I mean, it literally sounds like a comic book villain, like a movie. Like, we'll make you rich. better than ever before if you join us. Like, stop.
It's a very small population, but very, very large piece of land and very, very important for military security.
I also think adding Greenland to the United States would be like a feather in his hat. Like, it's part of Trump's pride. Like, he would feel like it's part of his legacy. Like, I conquered Greenland. I added it to the US. Like, that's another reason why he wants it so badly, to make himself look good. Okay, this is another video about Trump. Trump has refused to rule out using the military.
Problem is that Donald Trump wants to have Greenland, and the people of Greenland and the Danes do not want that to happen. Why does Donald Trump want Greenland? Well, for two reasons. One, for national security reasons. He wants to have greater control over that part of the northern access to the Americas, you might like.
I have to say, I actually never realized how big Greenland is. It does seem to be important, but any national security issues, Greenland is our ally. We're all in NATO. We could just work together to defend. But for some reason we have to take it. We have to own it. I never realized how big it was. It's very far north, so I know it's important with like some of the Arctic trade routes and strategically like how it's positioned in North America.
He also wants some of the economic benefits. There are a lot of mineral rights buried deep within those frozen wastes.
Yeah.
So Donald Trump has now appointed his own envoy to Greenland, currently the governor of Louisiana. This has ruffled a lot of feathers both in Copenhagen, the capital of Denmark, and also Nuuk, the capital of Greenland.
Like, of course it's ruffled feathers. This must sound so scary and crazy to people in Denmark, Greenland, everywhere around the world. It's like, if some country threatened to take over the United States for their national security, we would be outraged. Well, why can't they do it, right? If that logic is sound, couldn't any country just say, oh, I need to take this land for my national security? Isn't that why Russia thinks it should have Ukraine? Now the US thinks it should have Greenland? What's the difference? Like, what are we becoming?
The leaders of both countries have put out a joint statement, and they have said very explicitly, Greenland is for the people of Greenland. It is not for America to annex.
Of course.
Greenland is the largest...
Of course. But yeah, it's scary because, like, I think a lot of European world leaders have commented on this, saying this is stupid, this is crazy, this is bad, but that's all just words, you know? Like, at a certain point, God forbid, if this becomes real, it would mean soldiers, military. Like, is this going to actually result in, like, bullets flying? It's like the US is going to start World War III? How is that good for the international security? This is so insane the more you think about it. These are some people from Greenland talking about Trump. Oh, and what they think. Okay.
I don't like to talk about him because he spoiled my sleep. Oh, they do.
She can't sleep.
I don't sleep very well because I'm afraid they have no respect for us, for my...
I think more Americans need to see stuff like this. Literally someone in Greenland talking about her home. She's scared. She can't sleep. She feels disrespected. Like, a lot of Americans don't put themselves in Greenland's shoes. Like, how this really would feel.
Country, eller for our country. So...
What I think is he wants the Greenlandic minerals to pay off the national debt of United States.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Do you think people are really scared in Greenland?
Yeah, I've seen quite few who were concerned.
I mean, I can't understand because, like, again, I'm in a weird situation where I am American in the U.S. I love America, but I don't agree with this. And we are the ones threatening another country. It's bad. It's almost difficult to even wrap my head around.
About him last night, yeah, nightmare.
Nightmare.
He was coming with the ship. It was awful, that dream. So I'm scared.
What the reasons behind it, we don't get it, really. It's so peaceful and calm here, and he says that Denmark is not protecting Greenland from Rod, and there's been a collaboration with the USA for many years. So it's not all of the sudden, but it's really aggressive now, and it's getting kind of annoying.
Oh, to say the least, I would imagine this is incredibly annoying. If anybody did this to the U.S., we would be outraged. So how is it okay that we're doing it? This is the Prime Minister of Denmark talking about that this would mean the end of NATO? Because it's like it's a NATO country attacking another NATO country. Like, yeah.
For det første, så mener jeg, at man skal tage den amerikanske præsident alvorligt, når han siger, at han ønsker Grønland. Men jeg vil også gøre klart, at hvis USA vælger at angribe et andet NATO-land militært, så hører alting op, altså inklusiv vores NATO og dermed den sikkerhed, som er blevet tilvejebragt siden afslutningen på 2. verdenskrig. Danmark har altid været en god allieret til USA. Det ønsker vi fortsat at være, men jeg bliver også nødt til at anholde noget af det, der bliver sagt fra amerikansk side, og vi vil selvfølgelig ikke affinde os med en situation, hvor man truer os og Grønland på den her måde. For det første, så mener jeg, at man skal tage...
Of course. Like, as an American, of course. Even I understand. Like, Greenland, Denmark would have to retaliate. Like, they can't just sit down and accept this. Nor would I expect them to accept this, of course. So this video is about if the U.S. did attack, what could happen.
NATO is now preparing to fight a war with the United States if Trump decides to invade Greenland. Behind closed doors, European leaders are holding secret meetings, discussing how to respond if the situation escalates. Reports say Germany and France have offered to send troops to Greenland, increasing the military presence from about 2,000 Danish soldiers to more than 20,000 NATO troops. France has also...
Oh my God. This is what I'm terrified of. What all this would mean. Like, at worst, at best, the relationship between the United States and Europe is completely ruined. At worst, it's World War III. Like, what?
Reportedly offered to deploy nuclear submarines near the island as a warning signal. On the ground, Danish forces in Greenland are said to be on high alert. They have reportedly been instructed to stop any unauthorized landings, even if those forces come from the United States. Denmark's prime minister has warned that this crisis could mark a breaking point for NATO. At the same time, Trump is reportedly pushing another strategy. Instead of military action, he is trying to buy Greenland, holding talks with Greenland's leadership. However,
that's like whatever. It's probably insulting to do that, but at least it's like Greenland can decide if they want to be bought or not, or they can vote or whatever. Whatever. It's insulting, but we can offer money, I guess. But it's the military thing and the fact that Trump is so serious about it now. That's scary.
Denmark has repeatedly rejected any proposal to sell the island. Meanwhile, German and French troops have begun cold weather training, preparing for a defensive position if tensions rise further. This situation could reshape global alliances. Do you think this could lead to the end of NATO as we know it? Share your thoughts in the comments and follow for more.
Oh my God, the end of NATO, the end of the world, who knows? Yeah, as an American, I just wanted to learn more about this, talk about it, make it clear that a lot of Americans don't support this and are scared, just like I think a lot of countries in Greenland is. And yeah, it's sad because, like, of course, we elected Donald Trump. We're responsible. Um, and we could be protesting in the streets, rioting, making videos, saying that we don't like this, but I think a lot of us feel largely helpless as well. Like we just have to sit here and watch our country do something horrible. So that's sort of the American perspective, I guess. And I think it was really valuable seeing the Greenland perspective and the European perspective here. So I enjoyed that, but the whole situation is scary and very uncertain. And yeah, I'm worried to see what's going to happen in the near future. That's for sure. But also kind of like wondering if this can get resolved somehow. So I guess we'll see. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on the whole U.S. Greenland situation. That'd be cool to hear about, especially from an outside perspective, you know. That'd be very valuable. And if you're interested in more videos like this, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching and see you next time.